You're watching the Batter Fans Network.
The heroes are back. Beards talking balls, rapping pink and black. Coming live from the 305, it's official tissue. The Batter Fan, Chris and Dan, weekly rocking with you. We talk Messi, Boosie, Jordy, Lucho, the Fat Four, to Ben Cram, Noah Ruiz, Fred. What more could you ask for? Tighten up and get ready, listen in on the pod. Solana and X in Espanol, just to even the odds. Breakdowns and gas bagging, join the tribe and just vibe. $3.99, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't hesitate, say what's up, go ahead and come in. No question about it, I'm ready to get hurt again.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome everybody to episode number 394 of the Battle Heroes podcast. I am your host, Daniel Garana, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I mean, we're back in a big way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we won last Saturday also.
No, but this is big. This is like everybody played great big.
Well, we were playing against a team that isn't very good.
That's debatable. They're up there in the top 8.
In the East. And then when you look at the league as a whole, they're barely in the top 20. I mean, we both. Well, no, you actually predicted a draw. I predicted a win. I thought they would win at least 3-1. I wasn't sure who was going to play. I never thought that they would lose to this team. I'm actually not in a good mood, but it's not because of the game.
Well, it is kind of because of the game.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of the game. The Red Bulls scored first. And as soon as they scored, I turned around and looked at my wife. I said, babe, the Red Bulls scored first. Let's get on and bet that Miami's going to win. Because I had no doubt that Miami was going to win. And I said, let's bet $1,000. And my wife looks at me dead in the eye and she goes, I trust you. If you think they'll win, go ahead and bet the $1,000. And it would have won us $5,000. But I punked out. As soon as she said she trusted me, I was like, man, watch something crazy.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. You got cut off because you messed up and you turned into a baby and you didn't make the bet. Basically lost. You lost. You took an L. And there goes the extra L. Yeah, when you have a bet that you need to be making $1,000 and you're going to make what back? $5,000? You dropped the ball on that one big time.
I know, but the way Rocco gave up that first goal, and then just the fact that she like, I felt like she just trusted me so much that I was like, man, watch something crazy happen. So I got scared, and then I swear, not 10 minutes later, all of a sudden they're winning 2-1, and I'm like, God, I was so frustrated. But I mean, I knew they would win, but man, putting $1,000 on the line, it just scared me. I ended up putting $10. I won 50. Whatever. But yeah, but a win. We kind of figured once we heard our guest Andrew say they play a high line, they're pretty aggressive with that press. We're like, well, then this is when Miami can actually play well, right? They're not playing against a very defensive minded team. So.
Yes. Well, and I want to mention just before we get started, everybody's saying everybody except Redondo, everybody but Redondo. Amanda, you have, yes, this is the money shot right here. Redondo played a great game. Redondo did play a great game.
I agree.
At first he was kind of iffy, but he played a good game.
And then Esteban Dito on the money. That only means that Daniel got freaked out when his wife agreed. Yeah, man, I wasn't expecting her to just be like,
drop it.
All right, go drop it. Go bet $1,000. It caught me so off guard. I was like, oh no, because what if this doesn't go well? So that's enough about my betting. But yeah, that's why I'm a little bit.
Well, all right. Stancy's saying at least you're not screaming at everybody today. It's a good day in the office.
But this is what you expect this Miami team to do against a team that doesn't play a very defensive style of game plan.
Now you're just bringing down the win. Now you're just like, Rebels.
But that's why we predicted a win, no? If you haven't watched our preview show, Andrew was speaking. Andrew, our guest, and he was talking about the Red Bulls, and he said they play a high line. They've been getting beaten on the counter. And as soon as he said that, go back and watch the preview episode again. You can fast forward to like the 25-minute marker or so. He said, they play a high line. They've been getting beat on the counter. I immediately said, oh, we're going to win and we're going to score. because that is what we do. If somebody is playing a high line against us, we're gonna win. We're gonna score on them, and that's what we did. So
And the second goal, Segovia goal, was all Redondo keeping possession in the box. Jorge, keep
Mhm.
spitting facts. Keep spitting facts for these people out here saying that Redondo played garbage. Played good today. And now Allende with Tony Axe here. I don't know about him. We're gonna have to talk a little bit about him.
general thoughts, Chris.
We kicked their ass and everybody participated. Isn't that what we were asking for? We were asking for everyone to pitch in and not have basically get us carried by Messi. And we had contribution from just about everybody. So that's my
Yeah.
general thoughts. Congrats to Inter Miami. We kicked ass and everybody got a piece of the pie.
Yeah, and you know what? Even though wasn't a good team, and we always play well against the counter, I agree. I think that although most of the goals were in transition, I thought
Yeah.
players were making runs. I thought everybody was a lot more involved than usual, and this was a good showing by everyone.
And there was a lot more pink jerseys in New Jersey. A
And the
lot
Red Bulls
more.
aren't a
But
very good team right now.
yeah. So and then Nicola is saying Rocco is garbage. I mean, he's the third string because technically Calendar's the second.
Correct.
So he's the third string battling for time with Yarborough. So and this is where it's at right here. Amanda's saying Jordy is the litmus test for this team. Jordy was the key in the first half, from what I saw.
I don't know why people keep saying that Jordy's not having a good year. I think Jordy's having a good year. Jordy is just not being given the freedom to play like he was playing last year.
Yeah.
Right? That's what's happening. They're not letting him be as aggressive up the left side. Last year, at one point, I want to say maybe not no August or September, they were putting up the stat that Miami's build-up play was being built up 70% up the left side. Jordi Alba was the engine to lead into the final third last year. And this year has been completely different. So it's not so much that Jordy's fallen off, it's just that he's not the central point in the attack anymore. So, yeah.
And it was a beautiful goal. And just like this beautiful comment here by Blake Keitlinger, shout out to you with the super for Messi being the MLS back-to-back MVP. Shout out to you.
Well, he took over the Golden Boot race tonight with that brace. That's 6 braces in his last 7 games. So he is balling. But this game was more than just Messi. And even though we play well against when we play the counter against these type of teams, I felt like everybody contributed. Everybody was active. Everybody was making runs.
Yes.
It was just nice to see.
And
Suarez was also playing well.
Yes, Suarez was, but he didn't score. But again, he was playing well. So let's get to the starting. I mean, other general thoughts that you have, Danny.
Well, first, shout out to Oswald. 6 a.m. I'm not sure. Let's see, 6 a.m. over there. It's 10 o'clock over here. That's an 8-hour difference. So you are somewhere in Asia, maybe?
Maybe
Either
possibly.
Asia or East Europe. So shout out to you. But my general thoughts is they looked good. They're gonna have a week off now because maybe Jordi Alba participates in the All-Star game, but nobody else will. And East Europe. So
well,
shout out to you.
he ended up leaving the game with a little knock there. He did the Messi that you called.
Oh yeah, that I got to limp off the pitch, and Oswald in Dubai. There you go.
Nice. Okay, there we go.
So shout out to you. But yeah, all in all, a good performance. You need to beat these teams in this manner. What we haven't appreciated him this episode. I just said he has 6 braces in his last 7 games. He played well. Okay. I think that it was a good showing. It was a good showing by everyone against a bad team. This is how you should look.
I think that we've shown Messi appreciation for like a number of episodes within our time covering Inter Miami, right? Because we're Inter Miami fans, right? And I think look, Messi played an incredible game. Like he contributed. He is the man of the match, no doubt about it. His contribution with the passing and I mean the placement that he puts the ball in when he scores these balls is out of pocket.
And Oswald, please, can Mascherano keep Allende far from this team? Hey, I'm right there with you. I don't like seeing Allende out there. Even in a game where I said that he could be the X factor, because when we play the counter, he usually is the X factor in those situations, but not this game. He's just
Yeah.
one trick pony. He couldn't even pull it off this game. I'm not happy seeing Allende out there. And I was on the money with Oswald being in Asia, so I just want to put that out there
Yes.
also.
Yeah. No, it was good. Very good geographical information placement.
All right, here we go. Ready for starting 11?
Let's go. I mean, right here, when I saw it, I kind of got scared because we got Rocco Rios Novos playing goalie. The back four with Alba, Falcon, the trusty Swiss Army knife, Gonzalo Lujan making a comeback. Weigand at the right back, Segovia playing left mid. I ended playing right midish. Busquets and Redondo with the double pivot, and then Suarez and Messi up top.
Hey, I'm going to put a star on this real quick. This one, just so you don't forget, Chris, also, because I want to touch on this at the end, because that's interesting. So,
That
Seneca
is-
too,
that
but
is
we'll
interesting.
touch on that at the end. I just put a little star in it to make sure we don't forget to bring that up at the end of the show.
Now, when I saw this, I posted online. I said, I'm kind of scared. Well, I didn't say I'm kind of scared, but Lujan basically
By the way,
scares me.
the chat came to the conclusion. I'm talking to my wife right now. They came to the conclusion that because you entrusted in me so much, it brought doubt to me, because wives usually don't agree with husbands that easily. And that is why I was scared. And I agree with them. I think that that's what
There
it
it
was.
goes. There it goes. Now, Danny's just going to put the fault on
So,
her.
yeah, that's
And
it.
at the end
She
of the
never
day, you're the wrong
trust
one.
me, but not like that. Not like that. So
You're wrong.
I
You're
apologize. I
wrong. You
apologize.
fumbled.
I know. I fumbled 5K. I know.
You fumbled the
All right.
bag.
So go ahead, Chris. My fault. Go ahead. Start with starting 11 again.
So yeah, no, like I said, I already brought the starting lineup. Lujan, I was scared of. Rocco Rios Novo, I mean, I was scared as well, but at the same time, you know, uh, Alba and Weigand, they've been doing pretty well. Falcon's been sort of a solid piece since Noah Allen went down. And,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think too much of this lineup. Pretty standard at this point.
Yeah, it's what we've gotten kind of used to. Rocco does scare
Yeah.
me, and he started off very, very poorly. The way he tried to punch that corner kick out,
Yes.
um, it was just wasn't good. And you know what? And I told my wife and Chris this when I spoke to Chris about me not betting. I think if Ustadi's in goal, I feel more comfortable making that bet, because the way
That's
Rocco
what
let that
traumatized you.
goal in, I was like, man, I don't know if I could trust Rocco keeping it at one, because that was a really poor clearance by him, man. The way he tried to punch it out and completely missed the ball, and Forsberg can take shots from outside the box. Choupo-Moting usually is clinical whenever he has an opportunity. So after the first goal, how were you feeling? Because it was off of a corner kick. The first 10 minutes, Red Bulls were playing that cocaine football, just pressing,
Yes.
pressing. The first 10 minutes were basically in our own half, and we were having a hard time getting the ball out of there, and they were getting chances. It almost felt like a goal for them was inevitable.
Well, I felt like at some point we were going to get the engine running on offense. I felt like offensively, I think we were going to at some point make a big splash. So I wasn't too nervous.
Shout out to Shadow Wolf. More excuses about the bet. You had a couple days to make the bet. I don't bet. I only bet when the team goes down, because then the odds become greater. If you bet before the game and you bet, let's say $1,000, like I said, you would have made $2,000. Because we were losing, then all of a sudden the odds got bigger, and all of a sudden
Yes.
a $1,000 bet gets you $5,000. So
Yes.
that's why all of a sudden I considered betting. But before the game, I didn't even consider it.
Seven Samurai is saying the first goal was almost unavoidable.
Yeah, man. It felt like the way they were playing, it's like one has to go in. Though they were just on us. It was crazy. Shout out to Fabian from Chicago.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't want to forget. There's one person that I want to shout out. Go ahead, Chris, while I find this.
Well, other than that, right? You're talking about the first goal that was scored on us. We ended up scoring pretty closely, a little bit after that. 10 minutes later, Jordi Alba ends up hitting it from a really, really tight angle, is what it
Yeah.
seems to me.
And it was a beautiful
And
pass by Messi.
yes, very great pass by Messi. I mean, what doesn't Messi do on this team?
Well,
Literally assisted in the first, yeah.
relax there, relax. I see what you're doing there. Relax,
I mean, look at it. These guys want
relax.
the double knee pads. We can bring them out.
So it was a beautiful pass because you could tell that. I mean, he passed it to where Jordi Alba would be a second later. Like he knew where he would be,
Yes.
and Jordi Alba was making the run. So Messi knew that the run was coming. It was a beautiful pass. It laid it perfectly right in the path where Jordi Alba would be. Jordi Alba ran it to the end line, and then with that angle, hitting it upper 90 on the back post. It was just beautiful all around. Beautiful pass by Messi, the way he found them. Beautiful link up, just the way that they're accustomed to playing with each other. You can just see it, and then a beautiful finish. So just all in all, a beautiful goal by them. And then just one quick second, I
Sure.
wanted to give a happy birthday shout out to Zuleika. I want to say that's the name, just because on the last video, I'm assuming that somebody that watches the show. So shout out to you because somebody commented, "Hey, could you give a shout out to my sister? It's her birthday." So shout out, happy birthday to Zuleika. I'm assuming you watched the show, so all right, go ahead.
Now, and happy birthday. It's always great to celebrate another year of life
Absolutely.
on this planet. Andres Sasaki saying we won because of individual talent, but we do not function as a team. I feel like today we function fairly well as a team.
I
of
think
people.
we function well as a team when we're given space to work with, when we're given space to work behind, and the Red Bulls gave us that space. When teams like Columbus, for example, when Columbus plays against us, and shout out to Andrew, told you all it was easy, play in transition and you'll be fine. And shout out to him. Andrew, you're the one that made me think that we would win because what you told me that they play a high line, I said we're gonna win. Because when a team like the Red Bulls today and Columbus, when they play us and they play that high line, you're playing into our hand. Because when we have space, we may not have the most speed in the world, but we have great hold up play. We have players that
Yes.
can make timely runs. They know when to make those runs, like Jordi Alba on that first goal. Like we are clinical enough when given space to make you pay. That's what the Red Bulls saw. That's what Columbus always see. And I honestly, and I know I'm talking way out of pocket here because I don't know when do we play Columbus next. Did we already play them twice? We did already play them twice.
I
Yeah,
think
we
we
played them
already
twice.
did.
Whenever it is that we play Columbus next, I refuse to believe that Nancy is going to do that again. He's done it now for 3 years in a row, and we
Yeah.
always make him pay. I highly doubt that he plays that again. If he does, he isn't the best coach in the MLS anymore. But whatever, that's a conversation for another day. But whenever a team plays a high line against us, we're going to make them pay.
We played them in April and in May. So we already played them twice.
Yeah, we played them in Cleveland and then at home.
That's right. Now
Yeah.
there was a comment here and I lost it. It was something to the effect of like when Jordi Alba scored that first goal, we started attacking. I think that the team was able to see the lanes that they were able to comfortably pass in with the timing and the line breaking runs. Like, I mean, there was one by Busquets, which we're gonna get to. Like, beautiful pass to Messi.
It was similar to the New England one.
Very. And so that's what this team works on is catching people slipping, making line breaking runs at the perfect time, and having people that can be able to facilitate that quality pass.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
that
also,
was-
like
yeah.
Andrew said, if you guys get one, the floodgates are open.
yeah,
Because then they start to press the situation and they give us even more space to work with. And once we got that first goal, it felt like Miami didn't look back. We were tied at the moment 1-1, but it almost felt like the next one is inevitable. Kind of like the first 10 minutes felt like the Red Bulls were going to score one way or another. Like you knew the second one was coming eventually. And yeah, man, Miami just was just cooking after that.
Well, and the next goal that happened literally just a couple minutes later,
3 minutes later.
Yeah, 3 minutes later at the 27th minute, Telasco Segovia scores off of a Jordi Alba assist, which was passed by Messi, which timed it perfectly with Jordi Alba's run in order to be able to make that play and break up that grouping of Red Bull players that were there. So that was another phenomenal team play for those of you that are saying individuals and all this other garbage. And right here we're saying
Andrew.
we got Andrew saying that from the Designated Players podcast, the backline doesn't press well with the front either. Messi from Busquets happens because backline shape was awful. Happened all second half.
Yeah, Andrew called it, and look, as soon as Andrew said, "Hey, we play a higher line," I said, "It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap." Now next week, it's going to be interesting. This week when we start talking about Cincinnati again next week, because they do not play like that, and we saw the issues we had last week. I'm going to go out here on a limb and already predict early. I think we're going to win next week, but that's just a random early prediction. Yeah, today we had to win. It almost felt like these are the teams that we have to beat. Even when we don't look good, you still have to beat teams like this.
So Segovia did play fantastically.
Good.
What? Go ahead. Mike V saying, I think Andrew bet on Miami and spoke too much. And I know, boom, he got the house. Danny is the one that fumbled the bag.
Yeah, man, I fumbled it.
Andrew heard the conversation thousands of miles away and said, I'm going to drop this and I'm going to make that bag. And Danny, you walk away with a candy wrapper is what you get.
And before I forget, shout out to all my Colombians watching. Happy early Independence Day. Tomorrow is the Independence Day. This is David Beckham wearing Valderrama's jersey. Yes, so shout out to all my Colombians. Happy early Independence Day tomorrow. Let's get some aguardiente going.
Which, by the way, Danny, before we started the show, I was trying to tell you this before we got on. Cuba does have an Independence Day October 10th. And that was when they got independence from Spain. That's what I was remembering actually exists. That Independence Day. I mean, since then, Cuba's been cooked, but you know, there is some time that there was an independence. So,
yeah. And then Vice Rosa, whenever it becomes official tissue, Vice Rosa. She's asking Richard Rios Roma jersey. It's coming. I don't play about this. I got the Cucho and Real Betis. I got the Luis Diaz in Liverpool. I would get the James Rodriguez wherever he goes, but he switches teams so often that I just can't keep up. So I stopped doing James. I have his Bayern kit though.
Well, so what'd you think of that goal by Segovia? The one that he kind of deflected into the goal. After
it was a tight. It was a tight.
It was very tight space.
Yeah, just a tight space. A good finish, and like you said, it was good link-up play between Messi's Alba and Segovia. So I wonder if, well, maybe, but yeah, all good. I at that point, once it's 2-1, and you kind of felt like that's it. Like I knew that they would either, at worst case scenario, win 2-1 or put more goals up, because it felt like the Red Bulls were just lifeless after that.
Well, that was what is that? That's the second goal of the game. And there was a third goal before the half. And that was a goal scored again by Telasco Segovia. And somebody put in the comments.
But that was Redondo, though.
Well, that somebody put in the comments they don't ever want to see Redondo shooting right here. Italia saying Redondo shouldn't be taking shots ever. You're 1,000% right. That's why Segovia had that goal. Listen, we've talked about this. Redondo is one of the best ball handlers when it comes to these little ding, 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 these little touches, these little touches in front of him, these cute little things. And then all of a sudden he just says, let me just drop this off to somebody that can score goals here.
Well, I mean, Busquets either. Busquets isn't a finisher either.
Yeah, but you've seen him finish. Like, there's tons of highlights where he's clinical.
Who, Busquets?
Yeah. But that was his heyday.
But Redondo, I felt like he didn't lose the ball. He kept the ball. He just couldn't get a shot off. And then eventually somebody I think kicked it away from him. When he went to recover it, because he could have
He's like,
recovered it,
meh.
Segovia was there, and he let Segovia take the shot. The beautiful thing there was that the keeper for the Red Bulls, is it Carmona? I forgot his name, Coronel.
Yes, Coronel.
Coronel saw that Redondo was running to the ball, so he was just waiting for Redondo to do something. He didn't see when that Segovia had kicked it. He froze. I don't think he saw Segovia through Redondo about to take that shot, and I felt like that was the nail in the coffin at that point.
Mitch with the comments saying Redondo was looking like a baby giraffe out there. It's so
But to his
funny.
credit, he kept the ball on his feet. Like he didn't lose it. He just couldn't find the space.
And he's good with that. He's good with keeping it very close to him, his body placement. And he's a risky player too. Like he doesn't. I mean, Brian Fink is saying dancing with cement legs, I guess. But hey, that handling works for him. So that was halftime, Danny. That was Telasco Segovia with a brace at that point.
Mm-hmm.
We're up 3-1. You're punching the air because you fumbled the bag.
So frustrated at that point.
Fumbled the bag. I mean, at that point, like you had no idea that we were gonna lose. It was in the bag.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I knew that we were gonna win. And at that point, yes, I felt very frustrated. But just looking strictly into Miami wise, yeah, I knew that they would win. But I expected them to win before this game. I made this. You see this graphic you're looking at right here with the topics and post game and record
Yes.
12-5-4. That was done days ago.
Yeah.
Like I put the record 12 wins days ago. Like there was no doubt in my mind that today we were going to win.
Yes.
So.
I mean, I expected to win, but I figured let me predict the tie here. This is kind of weird. A weird game. And Inter Miami coming out late at the halftime, like, are we getting tired of that, or are we just going to let them proceed to be the Beatles? Like, we're just going to allow them to do whatever they want.
I feel like it's something that's almost expected now. And shout out to Andrew. Good night, gents.
Hopefully you
Hope
make
you
it.
don't play any of the players. Yeah, I mean, hey.
Hopefully you make it.
The Red Bulls are a team that I would not mind seeing in the playoffs.
I mean, listen, at this point, you guys are in ninth place.
15 goals against them in the last. I think we put 4 or 5 up every game over the last 3 games. Like,
we are their daddies. We are Red Bull daddies.
The last 3 games today, 4-1. In
my birthday,
last year on your birthday.
No, this year on my birthday. This year and last year on my birthday, kicked their ass.
Yeah, last year was 6-2.
Yes.
And then this year was 4-1. And then today it was 5-1. So that's 15 goals in the last 3 games. It's 15-4. They scored 4.
I mean, look, Leatherface is saying agreed. Chris is the good luck charm. I'd like to think of it no other way. No other way.
That's 2 years in a row that they come down for your birthday.
Yes. And I mean, like I said, they'd be lucky to make playoffs. They got to worry about playing dumpster fire Charlotte for a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
All right. So
we come back from the half like the Beatles.
Yep.
We come back from the half like the Beatles whenever the hell we want to get on the pitch. And 15 minutes later at the 60th minute, we have the GOAT that he decides to come on.
I want to get in on the action.
And he's like, I'm trying to do things out here. And so at that point, he scores a goal.
That's the Busquets pass.
That was the Busquets pass. I mean, it was just beautiful, right? Like defensively, we recover the ball. Busquets gets it, sees it even before it even happens. A laser right in between what seems to be just dead space in between 2 players. And then the fact that he timed it perfectly to just land right in front of Messi, he just takes a couple touches, goes around Coronel, embarrassing, and then he just taps it right in.
Yeah. He fainted to the right.
Yes.
And it was like a hezzy in basketball. And then it was just too easy. All right.
That's exactly how easy it was. I mean, look at this. Rubita saying the execution. But now, no, Hernan, it wasn't offsides. They looked at that play. They went back and they looked at it, and there was no offsides. So I don't know about all that. Ooh, Vice Rosa asking a good question.
That's not a good.
Go
I
ahead.
would never.
What do you guys think of Messi signing your arm and you tattoo his signature? Danny, if Messi signed my arm, I mean, wouldn't you want to put like, I don't know, you put
I would
his,
never want another man's name on my body. How about that?
well, I'm not saying I would do it. I wouldn't do that.
You're making
But
it sound like you're tempted.
If I was like a super Messi guzzler, right? I would have him sign my arm and then have the tattoo artist do like this messy thing, right? Like some epic tattoo right above his signature. That would look dope.
No, it wouldn't. You have another
do you
man on
mean?
your body.
All right, but aside from the whole man deal, I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it personally. I'm just saying if I was like a messy goo goo gaga guy. There's people that have Messi tattoos and it's not even a signature, Danny. What are we doing?
But at least those look artistic. Those look cooler. To have just his name written on you, I think that's weird as hell.
Tattoos are not wax, Stancy. You got to get tattoos, okay? And like Mike V says, gawk, gawk, gawk. If I was gawking for the goat, then I would do it.
I've seen some of those Messi tattoos. I think they're really cool, especially for Argentines that get them with like when he's holding like the trophy. I think that's really cool. But his name, nah, I'm good.
It's his signature. It's not just his name.
Like I said, I think the pictures are cool. But getting his name tattooed on you, I think that's no way.
Again, I'm not telling you. Look, and you Noobster says he's not a man, unfortunately.
The fuck he isn't. Yes, he is a man. He is a fucking man. He is a man. He has two parents. He is a man. I'm not getting any of them tattooed on my body.
I wouldn't do it.
You're a liar.
I wouldn't. Why would I do Messi? I wouldn't do Messi.
Would you put Would you put Allen Houston on your body?
I wouldn't put Allen Houston. I wouldn't put another man's name. I wouldn't. Soccer Daddy's saying I hate tattoos. You guys need to go get a. Look at Mike V is already willing to go get a Coco Jean tattoo.
I don't hate tattoos, but I wouldn't get another man's name tattooed on myself.
Vamos IMCF is saying Danny wants a Vinicius tattoo.
Absolutely not. I don't like that guy. So yeah, no. Look, I've seen those tattoos. A lot of soccer Argentine players have holding the world. Like any of those, I think they're really cool. The way they make them look, like the way they make those look so realistic, I think that's really cool.
Yes.
The name, no, that's weird. But
again, you're missing the point. It's not just his name; it's his signature. Like this is his autograph.
So what?
I mean, it's his autograph. We send our kids to Disney. They got autographs from Mickey and Minnie.
Now, my kids don't get autographs from those stupid things.
What? What do you mean from those Mickey and Minnie?
You know that there's people inside of those costumes, right?
Oh, don't do that. Don't you dare do that. You know what you just did? You are the worst human ever.
Well, you know what? My kids also know that. My kids also know that there's people inside of those costumes, right?
Oh no, mine's don't. So you need to be quiet.
They don't. You think they?
I mean, they know it. I think that they might know by now. My kids are older than yours, but like that is guys.
They know what they see on TV is a cartoon.
Is Danny the worst? Yes or no? I mean, we've gone onto like a different genre here.
Dude, it's a cartoon. They know that it's a cartoon.
I don't know, dude. We just lost like 45 people to go watch analytical. Look at that.
All right. So back on topic. All right. So
Danny just ruined the magic. Diabolical. Scrooge, Danny. Anonymous say you're ruining the magic. I mean, you are the worst human.
Okay.
The Grinch.
No, they take pictures with them. But why would they ask for an autograph?
Because it's Mickey and Minnie, dude. You're the worst. I don't even think.
No.
We're never going to Disney together again. We're never going together ever.
They take pictures with them. Why the hell do they want an autograph?
Look, Juan de Oliveira with a perfect comment. Danny with another terrible Disney take. Favorite song? Laughing at your face. Danny equals anti-Messi. At this
What?
point, yes.
This is
Yes.
literally in my house.
Nah,
It's not just for
you
the
don't.
show.
I mean, Santa Claus, Mickey and Minnie, like you're the tooth. Get out of here. Okay, let's move on. We got one more goal to cover before you crush kids' hearts.
And absolutely
Look,
not.
ooh, Danny, yeah, Danny is the type of guy to go get a Superman logo. Probably yeah, for sure, for
All
sure.
right.
Don't even do it. Don't even do it, Mitch. Don't even do it. Okay, Danny is cruel, Mr. Krabs. Look at
All right.
this.
So the last goal, Suarez to Messi. I think Suarez had, even though he didn't score, I think he had a good game. What did you think of the last goal?
I think it's right what Mike V says that you have a rat trap in your house for Mickey Mouse. Yeah, look, Luis Suarez towards the end, he started dropping dimes.
Yeah, man.
He started dropping some really good passes, opening up some good spaces for other players. So
What the hell's going on right now?
Danny made a GoFundMe for Diddy's attorney's fees. What?
Because we don't get fucking Mickey Mouse's signature. All of a sudden, I'm trying to get Diddy out.
Yeah, no, but you're telling your kids there's like humans in the suits, like,
I don't tell them. I've never told them that. They know.
but they know it. All right, but like you gotta try to play along, like, nah, it's Mickey and Minnie. Like, at some point, they're gonna know there's people in those suits. All right, we need to leave this towards the end.
But who
But
doesn't
no,
know that?
what do you mean? You got to believe, man. I go in there and I feel like I'm there with Mickey and Minnie.
It's literally a cartoon.
Okay, all right. We need to leave this for the end, Danny, because you're just
All right,
diabolical.
All right.
We've lost 47 people so far. We were up to like 300. Now we're down to like 7 people watching us.
That's all right. I don't care. All right.
So Lionel Messi scores off of a Luis Suarez assist.
Yeah, keep going.
What? You're just gonna leave, or you're gonna go catch Mickey Mouse in your rat trap? That's basically what's happening, guys. He's gonna go catch Mickey Mouse in the rat trap here. So listen, I don't know if you guys saw, but this goal was just amazing. This was the goal that I was telling you was amazing because of the simple fact that Luis Suarez chips it right over the defense. Messi cradles the ball on his chest, lets it drop at the perfect point, and then on the volley, just slams it past the goalkeeper. Yeah, Danny stormed off the Vega. So the Vardrid is coming out for sure. So the
So
weak
that was a beautiful goal by Messi.
that was off the weak foot. And yeah, Tony Axe is mentioning it here. It was a first time pass from Suarez on his weaker foot. Guys, again, Suarez might not be putting in goals. That's what his job is. But he does so much. I'm telling you, there's no way Obando does what he does, not even half of it.
Are you? I'm frustrated with Allende. I'm
I'm getting to that point.
about that last goal.
No, man, that was just a beautiful goal. I mean, look, there was class all around. The Fantastic Four, class everywhere. I don't think any of those guys deserve the que penas. Any of them.
Allende?
No, I'm talking about the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Jordy
on the pitch, because Allende, I'm sorry, man, that first touch, he just can't get his feet under him to set up for a shot. Like, he's just really bad. He can't dribble. He is, and I know we were joking about him not having a bag and having a fanny pack and being a one-trick pony, but it's true, man. It's true. If he can't make one of those line-breaking runs, get the ball in open space and just beat the keeper one-on-one, he's not doing much of anything. That's what he does. And if he doesn't have the opportunity to do that, then he's really not doing anything. Like I said in last episode, I've never seen Messi bitch at anybody on the pitch, but he bitches at Allende.
I mean, 1-1 goal saying Allende has 2 left boots on. Poor thing. It's a shame. It's a shame because you could see that he just wants to blast every ball back in the back of the net. Like if he times every shot perfectly, he'd have 74 goals. but his timing with his feet, he's just like always shoestringing himself.
Yeah, I think he's just not a very good player. So, and then Mr. Krabs asks this every show: "What's up with me and fanny packs?" If you know what a fanny pack is, which I would assume most people do, there's a saying that says he's in his bag because he has a lot of skills, a lot of things to go to, has a big bag. Allende has a very small bag. What do you call a small bag?
A fanny
Usually
pack.
a fanny pack. So that's why I say fanny pack, Mr. Krabs. He has a fanny pack because he doesn't have a big bag, and he has one thing in that fanny pack, and it's literally just run straight. And we say run fast because he's probably the fastest person on the team outside of Fafa, but he's really not even that fast.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
Fafa was on skates today.
mhm.
Fafa was on skates today. So that's good. I mean, we had some substitutions towards the end. Santi
Allende was the
Morales
first one subbed off.
Yes, he was. Allende was the first subbed off, and then on top of that, and I believe it was for Bright, if I'm not mistaken. No, he was in for Ben Krem. Ben
Ben Crank.
Krem. Then Segovia gets off for Yannick Bright, 74th minute, along with Lujan, and Tomas Aviles comes in for him. Then you got Jordi Alba, who comes out because of his injury, and Santi Morales comes in for him. And then Busquets and Fafa interchange as well.
Jordi Alba's injury.
Yeah, no, perfect. He timed it. He's not going next week. He's not
He walked
going.
off the pitch pretty good.
Ugh.
But gotta be careful. Can't mess around. If Messi's not going, I'm not going. And I hope that everybody in Austin has a great time without any pink jerseys over there.
Well, you might get Robert Taylor. He might be watching somewhere. If any of you live in Austin, Texas, you want to go get a sniff of a Inter Miami player, you'll get half of one with Robert Taylor since he used to be with us. So, Danny, we got to the game. We finished the game recap. We're going to get to standout, skip, and as a man of the match, other than Messi. Do you have any standouts? A number of standouts? Maybe one, two. Fidal
I agree
Gizmo
with this.
says Danny Campana over Allende.
Yes. And I think Campana is a bit overrated. I would take
Campana
Campana
handles the ball.
I would take Campana any day over Allende.
Wow.
I really don't think Allende is a very good football player.
And Campana handles the ball very well. He's actually a pretty good passer.
And then a brindar for my Colombians out there. Just wanted to take a shot for them.
Here we go. Down the hatch, baby. So that's good stuff. Standouts, Danny. I'm going to bring up the starting 11.
Oof.
And here they are. Who is your standout or standouts of the game?
I wanted to say Segovia, but I feel like that's so easy because he ended up with a goal.
Brace.
Oh, 2 goals. That's right, 2 goals.
Yes.
So it's almost like obvious.
Well, do you want to pick? Do you want to pick non-goal scorers or contributors?
No, but I mean,
Because I
standouts is
think
more
that's
than
the
one.
most
So
interesting way.
Segovia, I thought was played a good game. Redondo, I thought had a good game. Busquets had a good game. Messi, obviously, the back line did well. Lujan.
Are you going to leave
as
anybody
much-
for me to pick or what?
Okay, I apologize. Segovia
Jeez,
and
you just hog
Redondo.
the whole team. Redondo. Okay, so you're saying he's a standout.
Segovia and Redondo.
Okay, Segovia and Redondo. I'll tell you, my standouts were Maxi Falcon. To me, he
Okay.
stood out. And I'm going to go with Suarez. Maxi Falcon and Suarez, to me, were players that stood out.
What about Jordi?
Jordi was a standout for the first half. I think in the first half, he was probably one of the bigger contributors, if not the biggest one, without being on the stat sheet in that sense, other than his the goal and the assist. But I'm going with people that didn't contribute as much into the scoring facet, other than Suarez maybe.
Well,
with the
I will
assists.
tell you one thing that impressed me about this defense. Even though the Red Bulls aren't very good, and they didn't have many opportunities outside those first 10 minutes, but that kid Sofo down the right side, which is Jordi Alba's defending side, Sofo can be dangerous, and
Yes.
he wasn't really heard from very much this game. So Falcon and Alba, whenever Alba pushed up, Falcon filled in that space nicely. And Jordi Alba in the second half stayed back a little more. I thought that Sofo was basically null and void. He really didn't do much of anything. Forsberg didn't have too many opportunities. What do you think of Rocco?
I thought Rocco, he kept a couple balls out. Other than the first one, I don't know if he has like this problem with close proximity shots, like right in front of him. It seems like he
Well,
just like panics.
I mean, they scored once and they only had 2 shots on target. So Rocco only had to stop the
Block
one.
one, which was the one that was like right in front of him. He like
Yeah.
kind of
But I
like
think
chest
that was,
blasted it.
but that was offside, wasn't it? That
I
Falcone ended up
bel-
clearing it afterwards, but it ended up not
yes,
counting anyway. So that
yes.
although that was a good reflex stop, it didn't count. So I guess you can count that also technically. But
What do you think of
Rocco is a third string goalkeeper, and I hope he doesn't start very much anymore.
Vamos IMCF is saying, I think Lujan is doing a lot better. What do you think of that comment, huh?
Um,
I think it was okay.
after this game, I don't know. It's hard to judge off of this game just because the Red Bulls just aren't very good. You kind of want to see them perform this well against a better team. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I mean, you can't say he had a bad game. Cello also didn't have a bad game, but this is what we say about Cello. Cello is an average MLS player. He's an average to slightly above average MLS player. And I know you guys hate to hear that, but in a league, when you have a salary cap, you hope that the players that aren't getting paid big money are not below average. And Cello is not below average. He is average to slightly above average. And that's what you get on a team of 20 players in which there's a salary cap. So
Sagar Daddy's saying, of course, they cannot appreciate Lujan. I mean, look, Lujan
hasn't just because he has one good game, all of a sudden I'm supposed to forget the rest of the season where he hasn't looked good.
Like, did you guys were you guys not in the episode where we gave you clips
Chris,
of L's?
Did you already look at the scores for FootMob or not? Because I was about to go.
No, I was gonna ask you if you wanted to do it. No, I haven't looked yet.
Okay, because somebody just
So
told me
I'll
to
be
look,
the guinea pig.
All right, so I'll pull it up. Give me a sec.
Okay, so those are your standouts. Do we get to Kepenas?
Yeah, I'll give you a Kepena Rocco.
Okay, so you think Rocco? Damn, man, he's a third string goalkeeper. You're gonna give him the Kepena?
Rocco was the one and only reason that I did not put $1,000 down on this game.
That's your fault, Papa.
It's his fault for that horrible. How do you completely miss the ball? Like if he gets a little bit of contact on it and it goes, like he completely missed it. No contact. That was really, really bad. I think if the Red Bulls are better and get more shots on goal, they might score another one. So Rocco, to me, gets the Kepena award.
I mean, my name is Jeff saying Rocco can be facing his own net when a ball is shot into it. So this is where I'm gonna go. Que pena goes to Cello. So yeah, Mr. Krabs. I'm gonna go with Cello. Cello had an okay game. You're getting way too many minutes. You're favored way too much by Mascherano, and I need to see more out of you.
But what more do you want to see?
I want to see better play out of Wega. I'm tired of that comment of average MLS. I get it. I understand it. But he's not making average MLS money.
He isn't?
No, he's not.
How much money is he making? He's not a TAM
I'm going to
player.
tell you right now. No, he's not a TAM player.
Okay, then he's making average ass money.
No, I'll tell you right now. Cello Weigand. I'm going to tell you right now.
All right, well, I'll take another shot.
So I'm going to tell you the salary that I see. His base salary is $500,000.
That's average.
That's not average. That's why your microphone doesn't work. Your microphone is probably average. This I do agree with, Amanda. Cello switched the field to play really well tonight. He was distributing the ball pretty good in the backfield, and he was making good runs towards the end of the game. And that's considering that he was very, very tired. So, but I'm not giving it to Rocco. I'm not doing that, Danny. I'm not gonna give it to Rocco. Rocco doesn't deserve it. So I'm giving it to Cello Weigand. I'm not giving it to Rocco. I'm sorry. You
You're
know
gonna give
what?
it to
Okay.
Chelo, but not to Allende.
All right. I'll give it to Allende. Made some pretty good runs. All right, Allende made some pretty good runs. I'm just saying, he opened up spaces and he made backline runs and he, all the cute stuff. Look, Mitch is saying I go away for 20 minutes and I came back to Daniel saying I'm going to take another shot. What is going on here? You know what you missed, Mitch? You know what you missed? He tells his kids that there are humans in the Mickey and Minnie Mouse suits.
I've never told them that.
Doesn't
They
allow
know.
them to autograph the autograph books.
They've never wanted that. Never once have they said that. Why would they ask for that?
Because there's autograph books that kids take to get autographs from Tinkerbell, from the Little Mermaid.
It sounds like great marketing strategy by Disney that you're falling into.
I think I still have my autograph book when I was a kid.
Let's see if we can find out where Ben Olsen that signed that book is.
Oh my gosh. How do you know it was a Ben?
I don't know. Just sounds accurate to me.
No, Danny is a monster, Anonymous.
All right. Who's the
Danny
man of the match
deserves to
other
get
than Messi?
pena. Man of the match other than Messi. I'm going to give it to... I kind of want to go against the grain and just give it to Suarez.
Because I want to do the same.
Suarez is the man of the match. Fuck you guys. That's it.
I'm gonna go Jordi Alba. I thought that he was the difference maker in the first half, and the first half basically when we put them to bed. I feel like after the second half, it was basically done. They had no life. I think Jordi Alba to me was the outside of Messi, obviously man of the match other than Messi is Jordi Alba.
I'm gonna go with Segovia.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Segovia. He played very well. He had very good passes. He handles the ball so well, and the fact that he was able to get a couple goals, as I think that's something that he needs moving forward to be able to kind of own the position. So Segovia was the man of the match, other than Messi.
Okay. All right. So before we get to final thoughts, let's go back to those comments that we put stars on. Here it is. So, does Bright play CB center back when DePaul comes?
Can I mention something before you go and speak here? I want to mention something. Before this game, the question of should Busquets start next to DePaul is a question that a lot of people probably weren't ready to hear. Because I was honestly contemplating, would it be better that DePaul starts and Busquets sits? Is that crazy of me?
No, if it were up to me, and I'm looking at this starting lineup from today, obviously Rocco not starting and whatnot. If DePaul gets just placed into this starting lineup, the only person I'd be taking out for DePaul is Allende. Now, what happens there? Because I don't really want DePaul to be playing out wide. I want him centrally. So to me, I would go ahead and I would put DePaul and Allende's spot, but I would change to a 4-3-3 like I've been saying for the last few shows. Now, if they are gonna keep this formation, I would still take DePaul out and put Allende there, and I'd put Redondo out wide. But I do think that Yannick Bright has lost his job. Now, I have to pause here because I do not think that Yannick Bright is going to be placed at center back.
There was a point when Bright came on the pitch today that all three CDMs were on the pitch. Busquets, Redondo, and Bright. And if I'm not mistaken, at that point, even Ben Krem was on the pitch. I'm gonna look at it now, but I believe that's how it went down. Because the first substitution, we saw that it was Benjamin Kremaki, right?
And then Yannick Bright came in,
and then Yannick Bright came in. So you had basically a center mid here, right, in Segovia. You had a center mid in Ben Krem, and then you had Busquets, Redondo, and Bright. So it'd be interesting to rewatch the game. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to rewatch the game because, I mean, it's literally only 15, 20 minutes at the end of the game where you see essentially all three of your CDMs are on the pitch until Busquets gets subbed out at the 85th minute.
Okay, but do you think there's any chance we see Bright at center back?
I think technically speaking, because he always drops back in the center, and then
Never that far
center
back, though.
backs. I've seen him drop back, but not to play like CB the whole time. But you've seen him drop back to
Yeah,
facilitate.
when the ball gets into the box, I think he crashes in there
Yes.
to help out. But I've never seen him drop that far back. I don't think that they would play him at center back. I don't.
I mean, it's there. We've done it before, so
I think
is
there's
it
more of a chance
possible?
that you see. I think there's more of a chance of you seeing Busquets at center back than Bright, which I wouldn't hate. I wouldn't hate seeing Busquets at center back, and putting Busquets up as a double pivot with DePaul.
But then that's the thing. Like, if you do that, right? So Bright's getting the short end of the stick.
Unfortunately, I think so.
Even though we've seen him in better form consistently than Redondo.
Next Saturday, I mean, people might say that he needs to earn his starting job back, right? I know that that's what people would probably say. But next Saturday, Bright has now played in 2 games, although not a lot of time. He's played in 2 games, and he has a whole nother 7 days to rest up. He won't be the starter next Saturday. And I would assume that after playing 2 games and having a full week to rest now, that he'd probably be ready to play the first 60, 70 minutes of a game next week. But I don't think that he's going to be the starter. I think that he's lost his job for now. They're probably going to look for him to win it back, even though today I saw he had a great interception. He progressed the ball forward. I think Bright is much better than Redondo. But I think that he may have lost his starting job for now. And I don't think when DePaul comes, he's going to have that opportunity to get it back. I think that DePaul is going to get that second spot next to Busquets. I don't think that they played DePaul out wide. Now, I would love for them to play a 3-5-2. I would love that. I would love a 4-3-3. I would love that.
Nice one, Sean.
But with the 4-4-2, I don't see it happening. I do not think that that Bright has a spot in the starting lineup, unfortunately. And I really hate that because I think Bright is an absolute baller. And yeah.
So essentially, and I'm going to read this comment and give an opinion here. Sean's saying if you go to a 3-5-2, you get to play either a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-2. It gives you so many options as long as you keep Boosie, Bright, and RDP on the field. Pedri Potter's winning today, if that's the case, because this is like the wet dream. Bright loses his spot, and then
he never hated. He didn't dislike Bright. He disliked Bright.
I mean, he disliked Bright too.
Did he? I don't know. Maybe.
So.
Oh,
look at this. I think we can see a 4-3-2-1 old school AC Milan Christmas tree formation. And Vamos saying Bright and Segovia will be gone next year. Jeez.
If we play that 4-3-2-1, I would love to see Segovia and Messi right there being the basically the camps for Suarez. But I don't see that happening either. But maybe. So looking at Foot Mob.
Yeah.
Who do you think was the lowest graded player?
Allende.
Yes.
Oh, bang. First shot.
Who was the highest graded player that did not score a goal?
The highest rated player that did not score, or what about assist?
Assist. You can count assist.
Okay, I'll say Suarez.
It was a 2-way tie. It was Suarez and Redondo, both with an 8.3.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah, they had the assist, so yeah.
Yeah. Segovia had an 8.9. Messi had a 9.4. And then the highest rated player that did not have a goal or an assist was Falcon with the 7.3.
80%. 80%.
Ball knowledge.
He's a caca.
That's Allende. All right. So I think we've come to the end. Chris, do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, these guys finally get more than 3 days off. It's a beautiful thing.
9
They need
games
it.
and 9 games in 36 days. That is literally one every 4 days. And I'm pretty sure Messi played 90 minutes in all of those.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Final thoughts. Daniel is a monster. Absolutely. And yes, I clipped 80%, Sean.
We're that's it. We are going to get ready for Cincinnati now. It's going to be interesting this week. What day is the All-Star game? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
I believe it was Tuesday, no? Wasn't it slated to
Wednesday.
be it's Wednesday? Okay.
So the
So
skills
Messi's
challenge is
gonna
on
be
Tuesday.
there. So Messi's not gonna be there. So you're gonna tell all these guys who believe in Santa Claus and Mickey Mouse that Messi's not gonna show up.
Correct.
And he was voted by the fans.
Last year also, he didn't go.
So he's gonna blow the fans 2 times in a row, 2 years in a row.
Toniak says Messi will be there on Wednesday.
Ooh.
Does he play? If he goes, does he play?
There's no way he goes and doesn't play, Danny. There's no way. He's going to wear street clothes on the bench? He's going to wear street clothes on the bench?
Maybe.
Messy sneakers, messy shirt, messy robe, everything?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I mean, Anonymous is saying Messi's going to be there via Zoom with his head coach, Tata Martino, via Zoom. Isn't what?
Isn't going
Messi is. Oh my gosh! Listen, Dennis, don't say how dare you slander Santa. I mean that Danny's the diabolical one.
What did I say? I didn't say anything about him.
And Mr. Krabs says blame I Show Speed for Messi not being there. You can't blame him.
Tony X is saying if you don't go, it's a 1-game penalty.
What?
Maybe
Is
that's the
that
case.
is that real?
Well, I mean, if you're injured, they can't do that to you.
Hold on. That's right. Remember, because he walked away with like a super duper injury. Hold on.
And Mr. Krabs saying in Colombia you bring to Santa. No, it's El Niño Dios in Colombia. El Niño Dios is who used to bring me stuff.
A player who is selected for the MLS All-Star game but refused to participate will be suspended.
But he
For
doesn't
one league
refuse. He has a knock. He just played 9 games in 36 days.
I don't know, Danny. You're basically saying he's not going to show up. So he's not going to show up to media. He's not going to show up to the skills competition being the most skilled player ever in the history of ever. Then he's not going to go to the All-Star game. I mean, guys, you guys need to pay attention to the Battered MLS channel this week. You guys better be there.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to, if anybody hasn't already, we appreciate for those of you that have supported and subscribed to the channel. If you haven't already, Battered MLS fans, we're trying to get on there consistently, trying to grow that also. So shout out to you. Messi during practice will get a soft tissue injury. I'm telling you, I don't see it happening.
I know he's not called up for the skills challenge, Tony. I just think it's crime. It's criminal that he's not. And Jordi Alba walking away with the injury today seals that he's not going to be there.
Oh,
he's like the front man.
Yeah. All right. So your final thoughts were Messi's going to play in the All-Star games. My final thoughts are I can't imagine him playing in it, but maybe. I think that it would be a crime to force him to do that after he's played literally 9 games in 36 days. But yeah, maybe he does it. And if he does, I applaud him for doing that just for the sake of the league, because what other reason is there to do it? So we'll see. Final is the what did I do as evil? Because I don't want strangers touching my kids' books.
Listen, it's an autograph. Mickey and Minnie.
But you know how I feel about autographs. I told you I wouldn't wait in line to get an autograph from anybody.
Well, but then you're missing out, because when you go see Mickey and you take a picture with him, he could give the autograph. You just got to give him the book and the pen. But you're missing out on autographs. You're missing out. No. You can fill a whole book with everybody. Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Daisy.
I could literally do that myself.
No, you can't, because you're not Mickey.
Just like Ben Olsen did. Just like Ben Olsen did, I could do it.
You're not Mickey. You're not Minnie.
All right.
Look at this. So you're a disaster. Of course, Pluto's autograph. Yes, you can get Pluto's autograph. It's a stamp, actually. Pluto gives you a stamp. For those of you who don't know, Pluto, and for those of you, if you know, does a stamp for the autograph because he can't sign.
Man. And Sean Callahan, just so you know, I have a very unique signature. So anybody wants my signature is very unique.
Oh,
there you go.
but it's not Mickey Mouse, bitch.
It's a bitch is better than Mickey Mouse. Bitch is better than Mickey Mouse. I bet you it's better than Mickey. I bet you it looks better than Mickey Mouse's.
No, it doesn't. There's no way it looks better than Mickey Mouse.
With those big ass gloves, he's not making any nice signatures.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Go bring up your stupid. How many of those stupid books do you have? Bring one up right now.
Well, I have to go get it. Wait, you know what?
Book.
Let me see if I have a.
Stupid ass book with Ben Olsen's signature.
I'm gonna bring it.
I bet you Ben Olsen signed it as Mickey and as Goofy. I bet you came in like 3 hours later and the same Ben Olsen went ahead and signed it for Goofy also.
Man, I'm gonna go get that book and I'm bringing it Monday.
No, yeah, whatever. All right. Is that it, Chris? You ain't got nothing else?
No, dude, you're terrible. Let's get out of here.
Whatever. If you're listening on audio, we appreciate you listening all the way to the end. Please give us 5 stars, comment, review, all that good stuff. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. 1-1 goal. Moment of the match. Chris, what's the moment of the match?
When the streaker ran on the field and we didn't even get a chance to see the person running on the field. Apparently someone ran on right when well, you couldn't see it, but the commentator talked about somebody running on the pitch. So, Morales nutmeg. That's a good one.
My moment was that Jordi Alba goal. Messi finding him and Alba scoring on that tight angle. We went upper 90, far post. That was beautiful. So I thought that play altogether was great.
It seemed like he was because they didn't want to show it on the TV. They literally said, we are not going to put this on TV due to the streaker or whatever.
I would get really upset if somebody started streaking naked on a pitch like at Chase Stadium. Like when
I think it's kind of dumb. I think it's kind of dumb to go on naked.
Look, like if you're gonna do that, do it, but don't get naked. Like my kids are there.
Yeah, that's really inappropriate. Very inappropriate.
Yeah. All right. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us, especially those of you in the chat, the ones that hang out with us for the last hour and 8 minutes. You guys are the best. We appreciate you so much. Will we be back? There's really nothing going on outside the All-Star game, so I don't know if we'll be back on Monday or Tuesday. We'll be back one of these days. Honestly, I'm not sure. We haven't even talked about it too much. So we will be back, but this might be a slow week because after this week, we play Cincinnati, and then the League's Cup takes off, and it's games like every 3 or 4 days. So we might take it easy this week a little bit because we're about to be on here a lot for the next month. So we hope that you guys hang out with us a lot over the next month. And we'll see when we go on this week because it might be only maybe once or twice this week, which is still a lot, right? Because a lot of people just do like once a week.
Yeah.
We do once a week and we feel like we didn't do anything.
Yes. Yeah, it's terrible.
All right. But yes, we'll be back either Monday or Tuesday. Make sure that you follow us on Twitter to we give you the updates of when we'll be on. And that's it. We appreciate you guys, and we'll be back later this week. So until the next one, have a good one.